Hello everybody, welcome back to another forecasting video, and today we are going to continue to talk about this insane multi-day severe weather and tornado outbreak that is going to unfold starting tomorrow. Now, this is a pretty serious situation from what I'm hearing right now, because there's been a lot of upticks and updates on this outbreak, especially for Saturday. But we're going to take this day by day, and we're going to talk about from starting Friday into like Saturday. That's what we're going to do. It's not looking too good right now. I've been hearing a bunch of people, including like meteorologists that that you can trust. You know, professional meteorologists are saying that this is going to be a serious tornado outbreak, and I'm gonna get into detail on why we all think this right now and why this is really concerning to all of us. To start this, you have a day 2 moderate risk right here, and this is going to include the southeastern parts of Iowa, the majority of Illinois, especially western and southern Illinois. You guys are in that moderate risk area. All of eastern Missouri and a little bit of western Kentucky and northwestern Tennessee. You guys are under that moderate risk right now as we speak. Now, I do think that if we check the tornado risk, I do think that there will be an upgrade to this tornado risk tomorrow. There might be like a 15% area, probably somewhere in like this region, because I feel like some of those storms are gonna get broken up from the line itself and could possibly produce some strong tornadoes, strong to maybe even long track tornadoes. I wouldn't be surprised. This is your damaging wind risk. This is a 45% hatched area for straight line damaging winds, and that is a lot. That is a lot of confidence right there. You could see an upwards of 75-mile-per-hour winds, or maybe even greater. I'm hearing the word derecho go around, which it's not out of the question, but I just don't know if that's going to be the case here. I feel like this mode is going to be it's going to be a straight line damaging wind threat, the majority of it. But I do think that there's some areas that I'm looking at on like recent model runs that the line starts to break up a little bit, and that's what's going to cause a possible uptick in the tornado threat for Friday. So I do want to talk more about that here soon as well. Like I said, this is gonna be a little bit of a longer video because we're gonna get into detail on what's gonna happen each day. But yeah, this is a 45% hatched area for straight line damaging winds. I mean, you see it right here. It only gets to 60%. Over 6 million people in the 45% area, including St. Louis, Missouri. So St. Louis, Springfield, Illinois, Peoria, Decatur, and Champaign, Illinois. You guys are in that moderate risk for straight line damaging winds and a chance for a couple of strong to maybe long track tornadoes. So I do want to like get that out there now. So Friday, do not underestimate Friday, because Friday is going to be a very active day, and we will 100% be live on this channel. I may even have some of my my team go, they're going to be out there storm chasing. So I may have like a camera where we can watch some storm chase and maybe catch a tornado on camera possibly tomorrow. So that's something to keep in mind about. And this is your hail outlook. Now, your hail outlook is nowhere near as intense as the damaging wind or possibly even the tornado risk, but you still have a 30% hatched area for significant hail, and you have a large 15% area. By the way, don't forget, I'm not forgetting about you guys in a slight risk area. You guys definitely have a risk for severe large hail and straight line damaging winds, and maybe a couple of tornadoes as well. So yeah, like I said, don't forget anybody in the slight risk, because there still could be significant severe weather slight risk region. And now we are on to Saturday. They actually expanded the moderate risk a little bit more to the north towards like Tennessee. I think they're going to expand that again tomorrow, because I do think they are going to issue a very rare high risk of severe weather, which is not common at all. This is a pretty rare situation. This is going to be a pretty dangerous situation actually, and I just want to get the word out there now that there is a serious tornado outbreak that's going to unfold on Saturday. Saturday does not look good at all. Saturday is looking like it's looking like there could be multiple long track to maybe even violent tornadoes going into the moderate risk area. And I'm not saying that to scare anybody. I'm not saying that to hype anything up. I'm just being straight real with you guys. That's what it's looking like. It's looking like a violent tornado outbreak is going to unfold in the deep south region, which is very concerning. Like, it's all coming together. Some of the photographs I've been seeing lately on like the area in the moderate risk area, it's just insane. It's perfect basically for a tornado outbreak, and it's just insane to watch. But that's what it's looking like right now. This is maybe the most significant severe weather outbreak I may cover on this channel actually. And the moderate risk includes New Orleans, Louisiana, Birmingham, Alabama, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Montgomery, Alabama, and Mobile, Alabama. And I won't be surprised, Jackson, Mississippi are in that as well. I won't be surprised if this goes up a little bit further north, the moderate risk north and east, because they're going to put down the high risk. I'm assuming, like, I feel like they're going to do that if the convective models are showing multiple supercellular structures in these storms. So this is what the summary says about this day Day 3 moderate risk. A severe weather outbreak is expected on Saturday across the central Gulf Coast states and deep south into the Tennessee Valley. Numerous significant tornadoes are possible on Saturday afternoon and evening. Center on eastern Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Widespread damaging wind swaths and scattered large hail are likely. And I didn't even see the wording for this, but the wording is a particularly volatile scenario for destructive severe remains evident during the afternoon to evening on Saturday, centered on the level 4 moderate risk region. That is some very strong wording from the National Weather Service, or Storm Protection Center, sorry. And this is a very serious situation, y'all. Please take this seriously. So look at the wording here. Numerous. They're expecting numerous significant tornadoes to happen on Saturday. That is some very strong wording from the Storm Prediction Center themselves. And I mean, it's going to be a really big day, y'all. It's going to be a really big day. And I think they had some they had some talk about upgrading to a high risk. Like I said, I won't be surprised if they do upgrade to a high risk. It's just basically almost perfect for severe weather. So this is what it's looking like right now, y'all. This is looking like a very significant tornado outbreak that's going to unfold on Saturday. And we will be live Saturday. Like I said, we're going to be live for a good couple of hours on Friday and Saturday. And maybe even Sunday as well, depending on what I want to do. Because like I said, the storms are coming to me. So I'll probably be out there, possibly chasing maybe, or something like that. That's what it's looking like for Saturday. Now let's get into detail on why these 2 days are going to be so significant in severe weather. Also, actually, before we get into the severe weather, I do want to talk about the insane, large, widespread red flag warnings from basically South Dakota, almost North Dakota, all the way down to Texas. This is your wildfire risk. And we're going to talk more about the wildfire risk here after the severe weather risk. But this is your current watches and warnings right now. I mean, it is active out there, y'all. This is going to be an active weekend. I pray that people are going to be okay. And I hope everybody knows what's going on out there, because this is not your normal storm system coming in. This is going to be a pretty widespread big storm that could cause a lot of damage in the US. Okay guys, so this is the HRRR model, the high resolution rapid refresh model, and this basically shows a simulation of what could possibly happen in the next 48 hours or so. So let's look at this real quick. So this is going to be the next 48 hours. Like I said, you're going to have some storms fire up down there in that region in Alabama, northern Alabama and stuff. And then this is tomorrow, y'all. This is tomorrow. So you keep fast forwarding it. You are going to have some explosions. Like I said, you have a little bit of convection right here. Keep fast forwarding. This is around 5 p.m. You do have some storms popping up over here in northern Missouri, northwestern Missouri to be exact. And then boom, you have a pretty big area. Actually, we're going to have to change that up there. So yeah, right here, you have a bunch of storm action popping up. I mean, look at that. You could have supercell thunderstorms popping up as early as 5 p.m. tomorrow. And they just start to blow up into like little lines of storms right here. So, and the atmosphere is pretty prime for some damaging winds and severe weather, especially in this region right here. So I won't be surprised if this region, you're going to see a whole lot of damage, wind damage and stuff like that. And maybe even a couple of, tornadoes touching down here and there. Like I said, don't be surprised if tomorrow gets upgraded to a 15% hatched area for tornadoes, only because of how volatile the environment really is out there for tomorrow. And keep pushing this through. This is around 7 p.m. This is 8 p.m. I mean, look at this. You have a large QLCS, multiple lines actually, multiple line segments popping up. And like I said, your tornado risk down here would be a lot higher than what it would be up here. I feel like up here is more of a damaging wind risk more than anything. But down here, if you get some prefrontal supercells or just storms or the line breaking in general down here, then you could definitely see some long track tornadoes with this. So like I said, just keep that in mind for tomorrow. And we're gonna keep pushing this through. I mean, this is a beefy line of storms. This is gonna be a strong damaging wind risk right here. I mean, look at the dynamic system right here. Look at that. That's a huge dynamic system right there. And these storms have to be watched very carefully. Like I said, they have the opportunity to produce a strong tornado tomorrow. And you keep pushing this through. Like I said, this is what I'm talking about, where the line is going to start to break up a little bit in Illinois. These storms down here, I'm telling you, these storms, let's get a closer look at that actually. These storms down here definitely have the potential to produce some tornadoes and maybe even strong ones as well. I mean, you keep pushing this through. This goes into Indiana, and it starts to go into Tennessee, and then even northern Alabama, Mississippi. You guys are in the hatched risk area, in the 10% hatched risk area. So I would not be surprised if you see a tornado, a couple of tornadoes, or maybe even strong ones at that. But this is probably just an appetizer of what's to come on Saturday, honestly. for you guys down here in the south. Like I said, you guys are going to be seeing some significant severe weather. Actually, this is moving on to the next day. It's around 4 a.m. actually. And yes, this is going to be a nocturnal threat Friday. There will be nocturnal tornadoes and straight line damaging wind and just storms in general. There will be a whole nocturnal mess happening, and we will be live during that time frame. So like I said, leave a like and subscribe and turn on those bell notifications, because I will be live both both Friday and Saturday. Okay, so just like I said, just a reminder. And this is going into Saturday now. So now Saturday, you already have your prefrontal storm. I mean, this is what, 4 a.m. and this is overnight. You could have some strong tornadoes as early as 4 a.m. y'all. I cannot stress this enough. Like, you can have some serious storms start to spark up, and this is not even the main event. Okay, you see this is not good right here. There is a pretty wide open area, and that's gonna keep pushing up to the north as well. By the way, like I said, this is why I do think a high risk is going to be issued possibly. It's because right here there's a lot of clearing, and when you have clearing and a significant severe weather risk day, if the sun peeps through, then that basically is going to intensify and enhance the environment for significant tornadoes and just significant severe weather in general. So that's why I'm like pretty concerned about this, because I mean, you keep pushing this through, it continues to go further north. This is your warm sector is like rising up, so your dew points are going up, your Cape valleys are going up, everything is going up currently. And this is your, and like I said, any of these storms could be rotating. Any of these storms can spawn a tornado at any moment, and this is around 8 a.m. y'all. It's not even the heating of the day. You keep pushing this through, I mean, you have several hours from what the HRRR is showing of clearing over here in, you know, central Alabama and southern Mississippi and stuff like that. Like, these areas are very volatile right now for significant severe weather, possibly even a tornado outbreak. And I know I keep saying that. Like I said, I'm not saying that to scare anybody, but it's really what it's looking like right now. I mean, this is what you don't want to see in this type of setup. This is so much clearing in the atmosphere, so much clearing, so much just daylight heating kicking in. And I mean, this is just only going to enhance the storms. I mean, look at that. Like, we can get a closer look at that actually. You literally, the HRRR is literally showing supercell thunderstorms fire up as early as between 11 to 12 p.m. or 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. And I mean, you can even see the curved shapes on these storms. The HRRR is showing a curved storm on a, like, that's on a model. This is not a radar, this is a model, and it's showing a curved storm. That's not a good sign. And I mean, this entire area, like I said, this entire area is going to have clearing, and I bet you if you take a sounding in here, it will probably show something insane. Yeah, I mean, you have a nice curved topograph. Your storm slinky is curved. I mean, PDS tour, this sounding, the soundings I've been seeing today, I mean, look at this. The winds is varying with height. Everything is almost perfect for a significant tornado outbreak, y'all. Like, I cannot stress this enough to you guys, and it only goes out until like 2 p.m. I haven't seen anything like this before, or I haven't ever covered anything like this before. Like I said, I'm not trying to like hype this up or anything, but I really I'm really concerned for Saturday, honestly, because I do feel like that this is going to be a major outbreak, and possibly even a violent one at that. But like I said, this only goes out to 2 p.m. and I mean, it's showing a broken up line of supercell thunderstorms, possibly producing long tracked violent tornadoes going on in like Mississippi into Alabama. Like I said, the environment, it's so prime. It is just so prime. You have daylight heating. I mean, everything is there. And I mean, you can take a sounding anywhere in this open warm sector. You will have a nice curved topograph that has PDS tour on there, with a curved slinky and winds varying with height. I mean, it doesn't get much worse than this, honestly. And this is for your storms for Friday and Saturday. Like I said, I'm going to show Friday first. This is Friday, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., around 12 p.m. Your dew points are going to be shooting up into the 50s, and some areas are in the 40s in Missouri. Like I said, some of the areas are going to be like pretty relatively weak dew points, but then they start to spike up a whole lot more, and then you're going to have your dry line form right here, and that's going to be your QLCS system right there. And you keep fast forwarding this, your dew points actually in Missouri gets up to the 60s, almost mid 60s up here in Missouri. So like I said, I do think that there will be some type of 15% area, like right in here maybe, only because your dew points, your moisture levels are going to be a lot higher down here than what is going to be up here in this region. So I do want to point that out now, but this is going to be your squall line right here. It's going to be your QLCS system moving on through. It's going to be taking up all the moisture and stuff like that. I mean, look at this, y'all. The moisture levels go as far north as like almost to Indianapolis. Like you're getting into the 60s over here in Indianapolis with like the dew points and stuff. And by the way, if you guys don't know what dew points are, dew points is like basically the moisture levels in the atmosphere. It's kind of like temperature in a way, but like just how humid it is. And just to show that how volatile the environment really is for the deep south region, this is around 4 a.m. Your dew points are in almost the 70s in Mississippi, mid 60s, upper 60s to 70s down here, man. I mean, it's just, this is insane. Look at that. You have dew points in the 70s and in the upper 60s, y'all. And this is gonna be a big day. I'm telling you, this is gonna be a pretty big day. I mean, look at that. The entire moderate risk area is gonna be in the mid to upper 60s and low 70s with dew points. You have plenty of moisture for these storms to work with, plenty of it. I mean, it gets even higher. All I have to say is I really need all of you, if you can, just share this video. Just share information. You don't even have to share this video. Just share information about this. Just get this information to as many people as possible. Share this to everybody. Just tell them what's going to happen for the next 2 to 3 days, because there will be a multi-day severe and possibly even a tornado outbreak. I want to get this word out to as many people as possible, because I really want people to be safe out there, because this is not something you want to play around with. I haven't seen severe weather like this in a very long time. Like, this is significant. And I showed you the thermodynamics. Let's go to the kinematics now. The kinematics are just as bad as thermodynamics. I mean, fast forward, this is your wind. This is your 500 millibar winds right here. Push this through. This is your trough ejection right here. This is your big bowling ball of a trough right here. I mean, it's already like neutrally trying to turn negatively tilted as early as like 1 a.m. tonight, actually, I think. Oh no, tomorrow, sorry. And keep pushing this through. Boom. This thing becomes negatively tilted really fast here. I mean, look at this. Big trough. This is your low pressure right here. I mean, this is a pretty big area, y'all. Pretty big area. And it just gets even more negatively tilted. I mean, this is going to cause your big time severe weather outbreak tomorrow. You keep pushing this through, and then an even bigger trough actually starts to form here. Look at that. Look how deep this trough is, y'all. Huge trough ejection right here. That is going to bring up a whole bunch of Gulf of Mexico moisture from the deep south, and it's just going to cause a chaotic day for this area in the deep south region. I mean, there's not much more I can say about this besides explaining it all to y'all. I mean, this is around 10 a.m. I mean, just look at this. You have a huge neutral to negatively tilted trough, bringing up a bunch of moisture, having a bunch of wind shear. I mean, your wind barbs are moving northeast, and when you look at your 850 millibar winds, which is like a mile above our head, I mean, it blows up. Look at that. It blows up pretty fast. Look at that. It just blows up. You got 50 to 60 to 70 knots in some places. And I mean, you go to Saturday is going to be just as bad. I mean, you have an area blowing up 50, 60 knots in some places. And I mean, yeah, boom, look at that. It's around 1 p.m. As your lower level jet stream is picking up and kicking up, that's when your moisture values are there. That's when your mid-level jet stream is there as well. Like I said, you have your mid-level and you have your lower level, and they're both moving in different directions. And what I mean by that is, you see these wind barbs right here? So these are moving due north, some like northeast like that, right? So let's go check the 500 millibar winds real quick and look at what direction they're moving, right? Yeah, look at that. Your wind barbs are moving more of like a northeast like that. This is what's going to create your hodograph sounding, and that could create your supercell thunderstorm. Like I said, this is winds varying with height, what I'm explaining here right now. And you know how I showed you the hodograph and how, I was talking about how it being curved and stuff like that. This is what I mean by the hodograph being curved. You have your winds varying with height. This is your wind barbs right here, and this is your winds varying with height. This is what I mean. You have a nice curved hodograph, nice curved storm slinky. I mean, everything's there, y'all. Everything is there. And that's what it's looking like. That was just a random sounding I just put down, honestly. Every sounding I put down, it says PDS Tour. I mean, the atmosphere is just there, y'all. It's really there. So honestly, guys, what I feel about this event, I do think that this is a very, very serious situation. Like I said, I don't make these videos to hype anything up. I don't make these videos to scare anybody. I just want to make these videos to just get the word out. I want to help out in the weather community, get the word out to as many people as possible, to let them know what's happening out there, because some people don't know what's even happening. Some people don't even know an outbreak is going to occur and stuff like that. And I'm really concerned about this, and I just want to get this out to as many people as possible. Like I said, This is the third time I remind you guys, I will be live tomorrow and Saturday for a long time. So if you guys want to tune into the stream, and like if you're in these areas and you want to tune into the stream and you need information, I will be live. I will be covering this live, and I will be giving you information on what's happening, live coverage and everything like that. And we possibly will have storm chasers out there as well, getting, you know, video footage of these storms. So I just want to just put that out there now that like I said, I'm not trying to hype this up and I'm not trying to scare anybody. I just want to be as real as possible and, you know, as trustworthy as possible too, to let you guys know what's happening out here. But thank you guys for watching. And if you did stay all the way to the end, comment weather in the comment section down below. And like I said, leave a like and share this to people that may need this information, because this is vital right now. This is vital. We do have a, like I say, a tornado outbreak going to occur in the deep south, and maybe even Friday as well. So I just want to get this out there. I will catch you guys in tomorrow's stream. I may make a video actually tomorrow as well, so just be aware of that. But I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow. Until next time, peace out.